welcome to the episode of the Jackie Walker Show. Can you believe it? Episode 5 of season 6? Steve just told me, and I can't believe it. So anyway, we have Dr. Gregory, who you might remember from AFA. He's now in Sister Act. So take a look, and we'll be right back with more. I didn't know that you were on the airplane soundtrack. How did you get that job?
Okay, so the way when I found out that they were doing the film and stuff like that, they wouldn't see me. So I called Mark Shaman and I was like, man, if you don't have me involved in this movie some kind of way, I'll be mad at you. And so Mark Shaman is a really good friend, and you know, it worked out where I was able to sing on the soundtrack. He said, well, I may have something for you. And so he called me in and I sang with the group. There was like a group of us that sang on all the backgrounds. So I'm actually on, not only in that one song, Breakout, but I'm also on all the backgrounds for the entire movie. And but then we got a chance to do a song called Breakout. And I went to the studio and just had some fun, you know, just screamed for an hour or two, and then that was it. Yeah.
You did the dream school. How was it taking over the Eddie Murphy as Jimmy Early?
Well, Dreamgirls was a lot of fun. I had never done Dreamgirls before. This is my first time doing Dreamgirls. And I guess I went back and researched Cleavon Derricks, who originated the role on Broadway. And so I researched him, and then I wanted to do my own spin on Jimmy Early. So I researched some Jackie Wilson, some Little Richard, and some James Brown, which is Jimmy Early is sort of like a hybrid of all those people to me. So I went back and studied, and then Robert Longbottom allowed me to have a little bit of fun, and Henry Krieger allowed me to just have a lot of fun and interact with the audience, and so they were like in a real concert. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't know if you saw Dreamgirls or not. It's rumored that he came one day and like snuck in and avoided press and stuff. But I met Eddie Murphy when I was performing at a place in LA called the Conga Room. And I actually did a concert where, doing some songs I'd written and stuff like that. So I actually met Eddie Murphy that way. This place called the Congo. And he just so happened to be there the same night I was there. And I was like, oh my God, And so we stopped and I met him and shook his hand and invited him to the show. They said, you can see it. So, yeah.
If my memory serves me correctly, you were afraid of heights. And you saying, how is it getting over your fear and flying?
It's odd because I do still have a fear of heights, but whenever I go to sleep and I dream, most of my dreams are about flying. So I heard that I actually had an advantage at the audition because when they had me fly around, I also sang. But I just sort of imagined myself like how I am in my dreams, like that I was flying. And so I didn't think about the fear of heights, but like I can climb up a ladder now and still be afraid.
I heard in an interview that you did a Michael Jackson thing. What was that?
Actually, the same week I booked Hairspray was actually the same week I got a chance to meet Michael Jackson. So 2003 was just a magical year for me. So on my way back home, I was still living in Chicago at the time. So on my way from the Hairspray audition, I got a call and they said that Michael Jackson was coming back to Gary, Indiana, and they wanted me to be a part of a special performance with him. And they asked me if I'd be a part of it, and I was like, yeah, of course. Like, it's a no-brainer. So I went and I performed a Jackie Wilson song, And I segued from a Jackie Wilson song into one of my original songs. And I said, just like how Jackie Wilson inspired you, this is how you inspired me. And I did one of my songs, and he gave me a standing ovation. And, you know, it was an honor to get a chance to perform for Michael Jackson in Gary, Indiana, and I got a chance to meet him too.
What was your very first role on Broadway?
My first role on Broadway was Hairspray when I played Seaweed. And it was all that same week. So I was in 2003. Whew, I was just here.
I saw you probably 12 times.
Oh, you saw it 12 times?
Oh, we saw this on 15.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow.
Do you like performing at the Tonys?
Yes, when I performed at Tony's with Crybaby. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah. And even though in our number we performed a little upset, and so I had to be like angry and show the anger as the guys were tap dancing with the license plates and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun, but I was honored to be part of that. Yeah.
A lot of people might know we met in airplane with Mary Banderas. How do you keep it fresh for all these years without getting failed?
Well, I like to. I've been fortunate enough to have a career where I've done a lot of long runs. So it sort of becomes a little game to me where sort of every show to me, though I'm doing the same material, it's just a little bit different, like with nuance and stuff like that. So with each audience is a new experience. And so I actually have fun. Like, I can have a line that's 3 words. And like there's a lot of ways you can say the line and still keep the same direction and intention without changing stuff. And so it really becomes about the nuances.
Do you have an album coming out?
Yeah, I'm working on a new album. I'm real excited. I've been playing around with some new sounds and stuff. So I'm excited to, and I finally crafted a sound that I think is my own. And so I just finished a song called Room for the Beautiful. It may be my first single, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. But I'm real excited to share new music. I think that crosses the bridge between what I've been doing with R&B soul music and what I've been doing with Broadway.
Not many people know you were in rap. Why did you leave as Donkey before they got the Broadway?
Shrek was I was very fortunate to be involved with Shrek with the Seattle run, and then when they transferred over, they recast, and but I'm very thankful to be involved with the show when I was involved with it, and I had a chance to work with Ryan Darcy James, and 4 weeks after that is when I booked DreamWorks. And Sutton Foster, yes, who is amazing and beautiful.
You were nominated for Outstanding Actor in the Musical for Sister Act. How did it feel to be nominated?
It's an honor to be nominated, and it was the first set of nominations to come out. So with me being nominated, that was a career first for me, and it was a blessing because doing this show, playing Officer Eddie Salvis and Lady Eddie has been a little bit different from Jimmy Early, Turk, and all those characters. So with me taking a step in a new direction with this character and a nomination with the first set of nominations to come out was sort of a seal of approval for me that I was headed in the right direction with my career. So I was really, really excited about that, and I'm really honored.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, it's totally my pleasure. Totally my pleasure.
Bye.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the show. We are off for 2 weeks. I'll be back in September with my Anything Goes show, where we might bump into Sutton Foster, and then Coach Hemingway might come on from How to Succeed Rosemary. See you then. Bye.